questions?
Okay, my question is actually from your fans on Twitter. Do you expect the Bo-Lauren relationship to be as popular as it was? As it is, rather.
Did you guys hear that? Do you expect the...
Lauren Bo... Oh, thank you. Did you expect the Lauren Bo relationship to be as popular as it is with the fans?
I certainly didn't. No, that came as a bit of a surprise. Yeah, it's been a great surprise too. Like what it's, but no, I know that blew up a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, for Zoe and I, it was really important, and we talked about it at the beginning that this relationship be very real. This was a very, Bo is involved in the love triangle on the show, and we wanted this relationship to be a truthful relationship between these two women. I mean.
And just stand up,
one's not. Yeah, exactly. It has to rival the other love relationship, and it certainly does.
Yeah.
And the fan response has been amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two quick ones. One is, with the action, the supernatural, the humor, do you think the show, in a sense, fills a void that's been there since Buffy went off the air? Buffy the Vampire Slayer went off the air?
It certainly comes up like that as a comparison, for sure.
Yeah.
So I think perhaps for some people it might.
And I think the humor, it's funny because on the weekend I was watching reruns of Buffy all afternoon. But I think that the humor that existed on Buffy and how much the central characters cared about each other, that exists on Lost Girl too. I mean, these people, and non-people, really care for each other. And I think that that seems to be the biggest comparison, I think, that we get. So it's flattering.
Oh, it's a huge compliment, I think. Yeah, if people feel that way.
Yeah.
You said in the airport, people stop me and tell you, what they think of the show. What did they think of the show? What are they telling you?
Oh gosh, people love the sort of political system, like I talked about a little bit, that exists. They love to kind of get angry at one side or the other. A lot of younger women love to see a character whose sexuality is a big part of who she is, but is really strong and empowered by that. So I mean, people talk about that a lot. People love Kenzie's one-liners, It's really mixed, I have to be honest. It's really, really mixed. There's not something really specific.
It's a pretty passionate audience, too. They have very specific opinions and how they feel like storylines should go and characters should be developed. And
yeah, they've taken ownership.
Yeah, which is great. Yeah.
I got one from Twitter as well here. We haven't heard much about the fake human aspect of Bo and Lauren's relationship since season 1. How do you think these dynamic factors affect the relationship itself and your portrayal of it?
The fey human-specific relationship?
Yes.
Well, it was really addressed in the first season, and it's a complicated relationship for that reason, for many reasons, but that...
Yeah, I mean, there was the fear of Lauren being injured originally.
Yeah. I mean, Bo drains people to death, is what she can do, which is not something she necessarily wants to do. Not necessarily, sometimes. But, I don't know, I don't know really how to answer that.
Well, it kind of got, I mean, because Lauren is a scientist, and the whole, part of their whole dynamic, the beginning of it is that she comes to Lauren for help. And because Bo's character hasn't picked a side, that's a little awkward, because Lauren works for specifically the Light Fae. So I do begin to kind of help her out a little bit, and because I do, she becomes less of a worry that way.
Yeah, and Bo, I mean, is so grateful. Someone that can actually help her control these urges, like this is a new thing for her. So the way that it sort of plays out in season 1, I mean, I don't know, they've kind of dealt with that, I think, the fey human aspect of it.
They do in the first season.
Yeah.
And it's not really addressed again.
Yeah, it's not really addressed on a continuous basis.
I had a question from Facebook, from one of the Facebook followers, who wants to know, how do you prepare yourself to be a succubus? What kind of research do you go through, or do you?
Well,
do you really want to talk about what you did?
Yes, we do.
I can't talk about it, no. You know, in terms of research, it's the human side of Bo that is really sort of the heart of who she is. a succubus is who and what she is as well. In terms of getting ready to play, I actually knew what a succubus was, and some people asked me that question too, like, did you even know what that was? And I did, because I used to have these recurring nightmares, and had read about the incubus-succubus phenomenon. And so, in terms of playing that, I think you play the human side, if that makes any sense. In terms of the succubus, you know, the first episode we did where I had to do a succubus kiss, that guy got a lot of kissing and airtime because we really had to figure out what that kiss was going to look like, what draining someone's chi meant, and how that would play out. And we sort of came up with something that would then be the standard for the succubus kiss on the show. Now I've got it down, and people come on, I'm like, okay, this is what it is, this is what you do. But in terms of playing a succubus, I think that you play the human side.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's quite the day that guy had.
He had a lot of lip time.
A lot of people have quite the day.
I have one more question.
So, we've seen ghosts on TV, we've seen vampires, werewolves, and this is fairly new, a succubus. So, what is it about these supernatural, paranormal creatures that connects with audiences and makes something like Lost Girl popular? Why do you think that there is a need for it?
Well, I think it lends itself to the world of play that we all still sort of, the part of ourselves that likes to fantasize about sort of craziness and chaos and all of that. It's a whole different world that you can really lose yourself in. And so I don't know what it would be specifically for everyone, but I feel like that's probably part of the draw of being able to kind of imagine yourself in that world that's nothing like the one we live in.
Yeah,
To some degree.
and I think that, that supernatural world that Zoe's talking about, what appeals to the audience too is the central relationships between the characters. Like I said, they really care about each other. They're real relationships. It's real friendships. It's real heartbreak. It's real hurt. And then I just happen to fight a headless guy with a sword. And, that's kind of part of our day. And we have to deal with that world as well. And I think it's such an imaginative and broad world, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Okay, well, thank you. They're going to be down here side of the stage for a 10 minutes sort of to chat with you further. But thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Excited to have the show.